Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be analyzing the Reds' second round. It's the CBA round 2, which is the commissary round that makes sure that everything is fair. So even if you do trade away your first round pick, you still do have a first round pick. It's kind of like a useless thing, like a bullshit kind of thing. Okay, so this was their pitcher. This was their pick. We picked right-handed pitcher Josiah Gray. I see a lot of certain mess pitcher. I'm forgetting his name. In this dude, I believe that if the minor leagues can get this guy right, he could definitely be a dominant arm. I believe that to look for in the Reds' rotation in the future would be Hunter Green, Richardson, who was their second round pick originally, and then this dude, Josiah Gray. So I'd look for Green, Richardson, then Gray in that first three in that rotation there. I believe that they're going to use this dude more as a starter than as a reliever. He may come in and relieve every now and then, or if they are in need of a longer relief pitcher because their pitcher was horrible in the first, second, or third inning kind of thing, I believe that this dude has a lot of tools to be good. It looks like either here he has the 4-seam or 2-seam, I can't really tell, but those are both very good pitches to have. Any fastball can be good if you can use it in the right situations, but this dude looks like he can be a dominant pitcher. It looks like he's one of those talents that you don't want to waste by trading away or cutting or anything like that. I believe that this guy could really be something. So let's go through his pitch repertoire. From what I can see, he looks to have a very good fastball. Amazing control on that fastball, nothing I've really ever seen. I would give it a major league rating for his control. His velocity, however, on that fastball does leave a little bit of, to be desired. It's a little bit too slow for my liking. But if you can use that changeup that he has, if you can add some break to that and add maybe a little bit more speed, and his control, it's pretty good, but not the best. If you can use that and add a little bit of velocity and break to that, his changeup can be a dominant pitch on its own. But if you use the strategy of using that changeup and then using that fastball, it makes that fastball look that much faster. So if he uses that strategy, he could be a dominant pitcher. It looks like he does also have a slider in there somewhere. I think I saw a slider kind of motion. Slider has a lot to be desired to me. The break isn't quite there yet. The velocity, just yikes. It could be something if they can add some velocity to that and a little bit more break to that, because if he can add a bit more break, that would tempt more hitters to swing and miss at that, especially if you're putting it down and away. If you can do that, you're golden for it, dude. You're freaking golden. So yeah, if you can do that, you're good. Now his control, that's the main problem here. Velocity, yes, okay, so that can be a problem, but it's not that much a problem. It's the control that I'm most worried about on his slider. He doesn't really seem to have that much control over where it could go. He has the control to a point of he knows that it's either gonna go left or right, and if it's gonna be a bit more up or a bit more down. but like he can't pinpoint exactly where a circle is of where it might be. Um, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know if that's the truth, but it looks like you can't really pinpoint of where it might be where he throws it. So like his control, if he can get that under control there, it can be fastball, and then you can actually, this would be the best one. You go change up down towards the middle, down middle, then you go fastball high at the batter side, and then go slider low and away, and that could be like a very dominant strikeout sequence for him. And if the minor leagues can develop this dude right, the minor leagues with some of the most important teams and times in a pitcher or any player for that matter's life is the minor leagues, because that's where he proves that he can do good, and that's where he gets developed. And I think that pitchers should be more of a focus than the infielders and outfielders, but like, don't neglect those infielders and outfielders. I think that pitchers like should get more than what they do, and like a little bit more than what they do, and down there. But don't take too much away from the infielders and outfielders. The way I think this is because the pitcher is kind of the most important part of the game. If you could have a pitcher strike out almost everybody, then you don't really need an infield or an outfield. Because why would you? They're just like really doing nothing there. So if you have a dominant pitcher with the strikeouts, then you control the game on the defensive side. And that's really something that most teams really are looking for with their aces, is just like dominant. Now let's get into his stamina here. His stamina, he seems to have a pretty good hold on his stamina. He doesn't get really tired that easily. It looks like he gets tired a little bit too soon, so they might want to work a little bit on the stamina. He gets tired around the 7th inning, 8th inning if he's really lucky. Most pitchers will get tired around maybe the 8th or 9th inning if they're left in there too long. But he seems to be more around that 7th inning. And I think that could be a problem for if he has a no-hitter going. Teams will leave those pitchers in there, but once they allow the hit, they'll pull them. Well, if you get tired, like, how are you going to use those pitches? Like, it's going to take a lot off. And it's just not going to be a really good time for him in those 3 innings that he has to go in a game. Other than that, I really have, like, no problems with this dude. The Reds, like, really need pitchers, so if they do not sign this guy, it could be a big problem for their future and their, everything, basically. It's one of those, like, by chance, like, this dude is going to be good, so if you can sign him now, it could definitely benefit you, but on the same side, this one could go horribly wrong if he can get that career-ending injury, or he just has, like, bad luck throughout the minor leagues and throughout the major leagues. Then, like, it's kind of going to be a bust situation. Well, that's, like, with any team. But I think with this dude is exceptionally, because he can be very great if you can use him in those good, if he can get a good situation going with his batters and all that stuff. If his batters are, like, striking out and, like, doing terrible, chances are, like, it's going to carry over to him, and he's going to get rattled a bit because his batters can't really do shit against him. And the only rattling is, like, maybe in the 5th inning. So, like, if they're struggling to get hits, he's probably going to get rattled around that 5th inning, and it's not going to be pretty. I think that if he can get his confidence up, that could help to, like, eliminate that part. The Reds kind of just really need only confidence to win this game. Well, to win the league, to win a World Series. Because if you look at what they have on their team right now, other than the, people that are on the disabled list, well, even some of those people that are on this disabled list, if you look at what they're doing, they can be very, very amazing assets. Really, if the minor leagues can get this guy right, he can be a very good asset to you. He's definitely a good selection on the Reds' part. He can be something. If the Reds don't fuck up along the way, he could definitely be a very, very good pitcher. And when you need to use him, he could be amazing. With that said, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe to the channel, please click the bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. Sorry, brain fart there. If you want me to do any other teams, any other prospects, selections, like this, or if you have any video ideas, suggestions, or questions, please put them down in the comments. I do read them and I will get back to you on them. Thanks for watching. See you next time.